Master local adjustments to the fullest. Howdy everyone, I hope you're doing well. In this video, we're going to be covering two powerful tools of local adjustments in the Develop module, and I'm talking about Luminance range and the color range, and I'm also going to be showing you how you can combine these to other masks as well. So let's get right into it. But before we start, let's quickly explain what these tools are actually used for. Color range is used to create a mask purely based on selected colors, for example, when selecting skin tones or only the green parts of an image. The selection is simply created based on your chosen color range. You can use the eyedropper tool to quickly select a color in the photo, or you can use this color wheel right here, which works the same way as an advanced color shift. And this segment lets you choose the color, and these outer points adjust the range of hues. Luminance range, on the other hand, creates a mask based on brightness values. For example, you can target only the dark areas of a photo or only the bright ones, and the selection is based on your chosen luminance range. Again, you can use the eyedropper or this slider right here, which you move left to right to determine whether you're selecting darker or brighter areas. And these points, once again, adjust the range. And as we mentioned in our video about copying adjustments, these masks are the most powerful when they're combined and used with other masks as well. And let's take a look how. As I mentioned, color range is useful for selecting skin tones. However, especially when working with blonde subjects, the mask can often include hair since the tones are similar to skin. But in that case, it's ideal to subtract the hair from the selection, preferably by using the brush tool. And here's another example. We have a frog with green tones that are similar to the background, and we want to adjust the green tones only on the frog. So first I'm going to apply color range and set it to select only the green tones that we want, and then I'm going to subtract AI background from the mask. After that, I subtract the leaves using the brush tool, and now the mask contains only the green tones on the frog, which we can adjust. There's also another way to achieve this. First, select the frog using AI subject, then subtract color range from that selection and choose all colors except the green that you want. By subtracting the other colors, only the green remains selected in the mask. Now let's move on to luminance range. Here I want to increase exposure only in the clouds without actually affecting the blue sky. I'm going to start with AI Sky as the base mask. Since we only want to adjust the clouds, which are the brighter areas, I'm going to subtract luminance range from the sky mask and select the darker areas instead. That way, only bright areas remain in the mask. Now you might be wondering why I'm subtracting the mask instead of adding it. If I added luminance range to AI Sky and selected the bright areas I want to adjust, I would end up selecting the sky plus all the bright areas everywhere else in the image. That means I can't add the mask and I have to subtract instead. And because I'm subtracting from the sky mask, I need to subtract the exact opposite of what I want to adjust. Let's look at one more example with luminance range. I intentionally choose a photo with strong differences between highlights and shadows, and if I added more contrast globally by adjusting lights and shadows, it would actually affect the entire image. So first, I'm going to select the dark areas that I want to deepen slightly. You can see that I moved the slider almost all the way to the edge just to make sure the selection doesn't affect the sunlit parts. And then I simply lower the blacks. Next, I apply luminance range again, and this time select the bright areas. To cover not only the light source in the sky, but also the bright areas between shadows, I'm going to move the slider almost all the way toward the dark end. Then I'm going to slightly increase exposure and shift white balance towards warmer tones so that the sunlit areas feel really warm. Now I can see that the light source in the sky became too strong compared to the bright areas in the foreground, so I'm going to subtract AI Sky from the selection. And that way, only the sunlit, bright areas remain selected and adjusted. Once you start combining luminance range and color range with other masks, you'll get the most out of your local adjustments. If you guys like this video, give us a thumbs up. Let us know what you think in the comments, as we always like reading them, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care. Ciao.